So we woke up really early. That's right, to witness an incredible draw that tastes a lot like victory, right, Tuto? Good
Right.
morning, Tuto. How are you?
Good morning, my friend. I have a lot of coffee this morning. It was very early. We're excited. We won, or not won. We think that we won.
Yeah,
We
oh,
draw.
that's what it feels
But
like,
this
right?
feels like a victory, doesn't it?
That's correct. Yes, 1-1 in wow at Manchester United's Old Trafford, and with such an incredible team that Manchester United can put on the field. I mean, it's incredible. They came out on the field with wearing their local red, and of course we came out in full blue. It was a little bit rainy this morning, but incredible, incredible. The ball was rolling so fast. The way that Manchester United began this game was just so precise. Making really great passes. At one point, for like the first 10 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, I thought that oh my goodness, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Everton is in trouble. Manchester United is playing way too good, and I don't know how we're gonna do it. I mean, we basically just came out to defend, and this is who we came out with to the field, to the pitch this morning. Godfrey once again as a right back, which he hasn't been doing too well. Or at least I don't think is his preferred position, and yet he did quite well today. Mina, of course, the center right there, along with Michael Keane and Lucas Dean, who actually did quite well today. He improved. He's definitely getting a lot better, especially today. He did a great job. He sacrificed today. Townsend, of course, in the middle of the park, as well as Doucoure and Alan trying to stop that midfield. And Anthony Gordon, surprise, the 20-year-old, incredible today, incredible, absolutely incredible. And up front, and then we had Demarai Gray a little bit behind Salomon Rondon, the Venezuelan, who looked a little bit tired at the end, but we'll talk about him in a little bit. So Tuto, what do you think about the game today, man? Oh my goodness.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable because we were expecting that from Manchester United. It's Manchester United. Even though Cristiano didn't start, the passes, the 1-2s, those precise passes that we're so used to from Bruno, from everybody, Greenwood, they were just connecting right. They were just perfect, and we were like against the wall, just waiting, waiting, defending, and then we started creating. Using those wings, using Townsend, using Gray, that fast speed that they have brought to this Everton that we didn't have last season. Now here we are trying to attack, trying to shot on the hair, and we were doing it. Salomon Rondon had a chance, couldn't quite finish. Then
Doucoure had a
Demarai
chance.
Gray had another one. Amazing, amazing to
Anthony
me.
Gordon had a cross that
Right.
unfortunately didn't see anyone. But why don't we speak about the way that Manchester United lined up, because it was quite complicated. Edison Cavani starting for the first time instead of
Exactly.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Mason Greenwood to the right, Bruno Fernandes, of course. He's our I call him Verdugo. That guy is just henchman. No, it's just
Our
the
pain in the
guy,
butt.
our pain in the butt, the guy who always makes us look bad. And Anthony Martial, who actually ended up scoring, passed by Bruno Fernandes. Scott McTominay, Fred in the center, then Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Rafael Varane, and Luke Shaw, which I thought he wasn't going to play, but he ended up playing anyway. So, and David De Gea, the Spaniard, in the goalkeeping. And I have to be honest with you, with these many stars and with these many uh, incredible players on the pitch, Manchester United came out to. I mean, they should have won this game, right? Because guess what? We're missing Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We're missing Seamus Coleman. We're missing Andre Gomez. We're missing Richarlison. We're missing Fabian Delph. We're missing now Gebamin, who may have had a little bit of trouble with the law, but he was still on the bench, and yet we came out, and it seems like we have a different sense of game. Right now, we're looking for that
Right.
that we're looking for results. It seems like we're able to defend, and we're able to defend quite well. When Michael Keane and Jerry Mina are in the center of the park, especially in the air. I mean, Jerry Mina won almost everything with the exception of the Cavani header that Pickford, my goodness, he absolutely did everything he could with the tip of his fingers. He took it out. That happened in the first half. But on the other hand, I think that our defense is actually a lot better this time around. What are your thoughts on the defense? Because Ben Godfrey playing on the right, I wasn't convinced, and yet today I think he did quite well. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, quite well. Not just Godfrey, but Lucas on the other side, on the left side. They both responded. Sometimes we've been seeing mistakes from either one of the wings, and now we thought we may have seen Holgate on that right side instead
I
of
thought we
Godfrey,
needed
but
that
no,
speed. Yeah, I thought we
right?
needed that speed. Correct, and yet Godfrey came through. I was concerned about Mina and his speed, and yet he still came through. I was also concerned about Keane's speed, and he came through. So
I agree.
to me, that back line was incredible, starting with Pickford, who actually did an amazing job today. And with the exception of the goal, which was a deflection, actually, that goal was a deflection. I think Pickford did an amazing job. But then
Yeah,
let's talk
there's
about
nothing.
that.
There's nothing for him to not do. I
There was
mean,
nothing.
yeah, there was such a strong shot that there was nothing. I mean, even if there was no deflection, he was just taking a hit from Marshall, and then there's nothing else for you for
For
Pickford to do
Pickford to
there.
do. Yeah. No, listen, Bruno Fernandes, the way he set up that pass reminded me of Rivellino passing it I mean, it's one of those that just, you come, so fast and boom, open up and what a goal. Sincerely, a really good goal by Manchester United, and it happened at the 43rd minute, and at that moment, I thought, oh, forget about it. Forget about it. We're not gonna do anything. I mean, this is not only bad because he came in such a late time of the first half, but we sort of just what Everton does. At the end, they just kind of like drop their hands. But we came out on the second half with an absolute different energy, right? I mean, all of a sudden, it was just coming and going, and we had our opportunities. As a matter of fact, the goal comes as a corner that Manchester United takes. The ball, it's stolen by Demarai Gray, who actually takes on three players or two players. Then he actually makes one of the players from Manchester United, and then passes the ball. As he's passing the ball, he passes it to Doucoure. Doucoure then, I just love the way he dropped his shoulder. Next thing you know, four players were completely out of position, and he had Andros Townsend to his right, and Andros Townsend with his right foot, was able to put it on the other side of David De Gea. Absolutely beautiful goal. Absolutely beautiful. To me, one of the best goals that Andros Townsend has scored. And yes, not a bad goal with the one that he scored against Burnley, but yet this one seems to have matter so much more. Don't you think, Tuto?
Yeah, no, we're so amazed with what Andros Townsend has brought to this team, and same thing to Demarai Gray. I mean, those two have changed this squad completely. Now we see speed from the wings. Now we see crosses. Now we see ways of helping each other. They're assisting each other. It's amazing how these three, Doucoure, Demarai Gray, and Townsend, they were able to finish these in three passes. They completely destroyed that defense of Manchester United. And yeah, someone here on the chat, Peter Moran, he's like, United were poor. Yeah, they were poor, but they had the possession. 70% of the possession was Manchester United, and they just couldn't do it. And Everton is doing that. It's very, very being very practical. Everton is not playing the best football we have ever seen. Is not possessing the ball like we wish we could do, but hey, they're doing it. They're gaining these points, and they're now on third on the table because they're being very practical. They're being fast. They're being easy on the ball, but they're doing things and they're accomplishing things. That's ultimately what any coach, any player would want, right? But we want to see a little bit of more football. So we've been very critical of Rafa Benitez because we want to be able to say, hey, we control the game, we possess the ball, we won the game. We're not doing that, but we are tidying. These games are critical.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Chelsea's winning, so they're on top right as we speak. Everton in fourth place right now, but there are a lot of games that are taking place as we speak. So it's going to be a while before we know exactly where we stand on the table by the end of the day. There was incredible plays by Doucoure, which, by the way, has improved dramatically this season. I see a Doucoure that somehow takes on the whole team. To me,
Hmm.
he is the axle, the what glues everything together. I feel Doucoure is not only holding the ball appropriately, but also placing the right passes. Today, he was so accurate. He was so unbelievable. The way that he would hold the ball, the way that he would pass too. He would like scoop it up to prevent the other players from catching it. I I was blown away by Doucoure's performance today, as well as Alan. Sometimes I feel that he may get to the ball just a little bit too fast, and then he ends up either running into a player or running past the player. But today, he was a lot better, and I feel that Alan and Doucoure in the midfield were extraordinary. But let's talk about the 20-year-old man, Anthony Gordon. To me, Anthony Gordon, extraordinary. Extraordinary. I mean, we have a cantera in Everton now. I mean, the 18-year-old doing Anthony Gordon, Ellie Sims. I mean, we're creating great players, and that's a good thing for Everton. I mean, that's phenomenal that we can give the confidence to someone like Anthony Gordon, who shows his maturity out on the field. Anthony Gordon was so mature today that he put a cross that, oh my goodness, if any would have, Andros Townsend couldn't touch it, Rondon couldn't touch it, and well, what are your thoughts on actually, let's talk about Salomon Rondon now. Why don't we move to Salomon Rondon? Tell me, what are your thoughts on Salomon Rondon? Because I know a lot of people has a lot to say.
Yeah, we're expecting a little bit more, but we know he's out of shape, right? So now that we don't have Dominic, now we don't have Richarlison, we had to use our resources, and Salomon is there. I think Salomon will perform a lot better in the first 10 to 20 minutes of the game. Otherwise, he loses gasoline, right? He loses his speed, and he has the vision. He just doesn't have the legs right now. So what he needs to do is, of course, once we recover Dominic and we recover Richarlison, those two will be the starters, and then Salomon will come in as a sub. I think he's doing what he needs to do. He's still pulling some of the defenders trying to cover him,
Right.
and that allows Townsend and that allows Demarai to take some shots on the goal. But he's doing what he needs, what he can. I mean, he's out of shape. You can tell, and he's tired. He was tired, and he was allowed to finish the 90 minutes. To me, that's impressive.
No,
it's
no,
impressive.
Big sacrifice today. I mean, you could tell that Salomon Rondon may not be, up to the level of Dominic Calvert-Lewin or even Richarlison, but at the end of the day, I see that potential because he has great movement inside the area, and only if he would have taken that one shot from a pass from Doucoure, instead of trying to scoop it up and trying to volley it. I think that he would have had a better chance at that moment, but he missed it. And I mean, he's had his chances. So Salomon Rondon, yes, potential, but I see him on the bench as soon as Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison are back in. No doubt about that. Please, if you haven't liked this video, please do it right now. Like it. The more you like it, the more people watch. And when James Rodriguez left, Tuto, then our views went way down. But hey, listen. This channel is not a James Rodriguez channel only, okay? This is an Everton fan channel, and we love Everton. And we enjoy Everton, we enjoy football, we enjoy the Premier League. So please like this video if you can, and do it right now. Anyways, all right, Tuto. Truth is, we could have had a second chance, but Jerry Mina unfortunately was offside. There was a pass, if I'm not mistaken, it was Doucoure. Once again, Doucoure pass to Tom Davis. Tom Davis, who should have taken the shot, did not take the shot. And what happens? He places the ball to Yerry Mina, and Yerry Mina unfortunately was offside. You knew it from long time ago
Yeah,
that he was offside. Yerry
yeah.
Mina is not an attacker, so that's not his preferred position. And of course, he probably didn't even know. He still celebrated, and yet the goal was offside. But I mean, to see Yerry Mina, one of our own, the Colombian, go and score today. Unfortunately,
That would
it
have
was
been
not a goal. That
magical.
would
If
have
he
been
really,
magical.
if he would have been on site, oh, that would have been magical to be beating Manchester United 2-1 in Old Trafford. That would have been crazy. I don't know why Tom Davies didn't take a shot. Maybe
Ah,
because he's not used to, right? He doesn't have that confidence. And then he passes or chooses to pass to Yerry Mina, which Yerry Mina doesn't measure that. He could have taken a little bit of time and then finish. That's what happens when you're not a striker, right?
yeah, that's what
But
happened.
Tom Davies, man, he needs to practice these things. He should shot. He should
He
just
should,
take a shot.
and he does it in
It's
practice. He does it in practice. He's not like he doesn't do it in practice. He actually knows how to pass the ball in practice, and yet he shouldn't have put that pass. But anyways,
too
that's
bad.
Tom
Too
Davis,
bad.
and Tom Davis, we love him. He's Merseyside's own, and I mean. You got to pull for a guy like Tom Davis who does so much work for Everton and helps so much in so many ways. But yeah, so getting more confidence. All right. Well, let's talk about. Let's talk about. Let's see. What do I have here? What are your thoughts on the fact that I forgot to say Alex Iowi was also hurt. No, that's the reason why he wasn't
Yeah.
on the bench as well.
Yeah, we have
So
too many injuries. And right
too
now,
many
this is
injuries.
the time, and that's why we weren't expecting a tie, and that's why we celebrate like if this is a victory, because I mean we're so thin that the squad is just having so much hard time, and now with injuries, it's like this is the last thing we need to
And with
hear
such
that
a
some of the
thin
players
squad,
just the day before the game. Yeah, it's just like
and with such a thin squad to be able to draw today, I mean, it's a victory. To me, that it just feels like a victory. Um,
yeah.
I wanted to say something and I can't believe I forgot it.
Well, we
I
need to
forgot.
say hi to everybody on
Oh,
Everton that supports Everton. Our friends from Mighty Blues, our friends from the Blue
the
Boys
Blue Boys
Network.
Network, the Toffee
Rose,
TV, Everton
Toffee
Rose.
TV. There you
Our
go.
friends, if it wasn't for you guys, I'm telling you, this channel would not exist because you guys inspire us, and we love watching you, and we loved everything you guys have to say, and we've learned a lot from you guys, so we really appreciate it so much. What are your thoughts on Rafa Benitez lately? I mean, he's practical, right? I mean, he's getting the
Practical.
results. He's getting the results, and I have to say, Gray and Townsend were the best signings for us. I mean, forget about it. We don't need Rames. We don't need I mean, truth is, honestly, we're at this point where I mean, we're able to accomplish a tie, a draw against such an amazing team. I mean, with Ronaldo on the field and what we got. I mean, I'm besides, it was an amazing
But
performance today.
we are very critical of Rafa Benitez. We cannot hide it. We are critical of Rafa Benitez, but he's being very practical. He's accomplishing the points. He's accomplishing what he needs to do, which is game by game. He's being fast. He knew what Townsend and Gray would apport to the team or add to the team. I wish I could have, and this is from my personal view. I wish I could have seen James with Townsend and Gray on the field. Yes, I wish I could have seen that because I think those three could have done what now Doucoure is kind of filling in that area.
And he's
So
doing it
now
so
Doucoure
well.
has because now Doucoure was just used to stop like Alan is doing. Now Doucoure is stopping, but he's also attacking, and that's what I thought James was gonna be able to play with Townsend and Gray. Hey, we're
Docure,
move forward. We pass the page, right? No more James. Now this is it. This is Doucoure. This is Gray. This is Townsend on this team.
and Docure has shown, oh my God, that not only lately he has the skill, but he has the pass, and what a beautiful pass by Docure to accomplish that goal for Andros Townsend. He just the way he took 4
And the
penalties. Oh
celebration,
my
right?
God.
The celebration.
That's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to say, my friend. I was an incredible celebration. I just love how he stood up and whoa, el torero, ole! That was beautiful. The way Doucoure, I mean, I'm sorry,
Cristiano
Andros
style.
Townsend.
That's
Cristiano
good.
style
Good for Townsend.
in front of the crowd. And obviously, Andros admires Cristiano Ronaldo very much, and that's the reason why he does it. But I feel that the Manchester United fans are not gonna feel the same way, and they're probably like they were like doing all kinds of stuff to him
Right.
from the
Right.
stands. But anyways, all right, Tuto. I don't think that there is anything else that we can say, but our next game is against West Ham United, October 17th, and it's going to be another early game. We're obviously going to have an analysis. We're going to try to do it in Spanish as well as in English. And well, we want to thank all of you for being part of this channel. Everton Azul will remain. And yeah, if you haven't liked this video, if you haven't subscribed, please do so right now. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
Tuto.
Because I mean, this tie against Manchester United means something is going to happen against West Ham United, because these two are the teams that we need to be beating. And again, this is not a victory, but this is a tie. We need to now go and show ourselves to
Look at my
West Ham
smile.
United. So
Look at my smile. Man, I'm telling you, I'm going to be so happy for the rest of the day. So thank you once again, okay, guys? All right, Tuto, thank you. We'll see you
come
on
on,
the
you
next
Blues!
one. Come on, you Blues.
Up the Toffees! Come on, you Blues!
That was a great show, man. Thank you so much.